Hello everyone. Tonight we're going to be doing another planar or cube draft as the new iteration is out. I am unfortunately going to have to use my draft token here because that is at the very least the most cost-effective way for me to do this, and the third planar draft iteration next week for Kamigawa. Because you see, I basically automatically get the 50 more gems, which really is 45 more that I need to be able to unlock the Mastery Pass. I've already fully capped out the Mastery Pass. I just need to actually unlock it. So, I'll get a draft token to replace this one. And then, by the time next Tuesday rolls around, I will almost certainly have enough gold to be able to just spend the 10,000. And unfortunately, not too terribly much in terms of wait time. I could get Snappy, Grizzlebrand, or Garruk Relentless. I'll take the Snappy and see if I can get some good flashback targets. And I was the worst case scenario. He's a nice, cheap 2/1 that. I mean, Baneslayer Angel was good last time. So I'll take her again. And see about maybe going Azorius. Although apparently if you don't know enough about a draft format to have a different plan, apparently Boros is actually like the #1 go-to new color pair. Although, like, they have specified that because it's Innistrad, it's gonna be kind of graveyard focused. So color pairs involving black will probably be pretty good. I can also take this River Turn Monument and just try and mill people. If we got Spectral Adversary. This creature enters, you may pay one and a blue. Any number of times. When you pay this costs one or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature, then up to that many other target artifacts, creatures, and enchantments, and phase out. I mean, it's flying. It can open up a really big swing. By just phasing out all the blockers. Or as if you've got all the mana for it. Okay, nothing in my current colors here. Take the Shattered Sanctum. That could actually be a sign that Orzhov is open. Oh, I mean, like, pick 5. That I don't know if that's really late enough that you can point to available fixing as a sign that a color pair is open. Seed Shark seems good. Especially since I'm kind of falling into just kind of blue-white flyers. Yeah, more blue flying creatures. Sure, I'll take a Polluted Delta. Don't know if I'll end up playing it because alright, that right there could be a good sign on green being open. I'll take the Fateful Absence. And another flyer of some variety. Yeah, sure. There's Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, which is effectively a bigger Snapcaster. Intrude on the Mind. Reveal the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into 2 piles. And choose one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Create a 0/0 Thopter artifact creature token with flying and then put a +1/+1 counter on it. That for each card put into the graveyard this way. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the thing in the ice. I'll take the fixing. Yep, maybe I should have actually been in Izzet this entire time. Which I could potentially pivot. Although now I've got Spell Queller, so maybe Maybe I don't need to worry about pivoting. You know, maybe I'm pretty solidly in Azorius as already. Because I seem to be getting good blue, white, and white cards now. You know, maybe it was just this person taking the white cards from me. Maybe because now that they're flowing in the other direction... Which, I mean... Not like I could really send clear signals this way on pack 1 because that's where I was receiving them. I could go Eddymer Crab. But I'm going to go for the Bygone Bishop to, one, send stronger signals of I'm in white. Ooh, throwing in a Thassa's Oracle. I mean, like... I might end up cutting the Baneslayer, just because I've got more stuff that needs double blue. Just so that I don't have double pips in multiple colors. And yeah, I can Thassa's Oracle paired with my own River Churn Monument. Mill myself down to below my devotion to blue. Pieces of the puzzle also contributes to that game plan, since it chucks 3 to 5 cards in your graveyard, or from the top of your library. Organ Hoarder also contributes to a Thassa's Oracle game plan. As does Dream Eater, because it lets you surveil 4. Sure, I'll take an Archmage of Runes. Pairs well with Mischievous Mystic, since it's more card draw. Yeah, none of that is in my colors. Take a crab. I mean, Monastery Mentor could be good, but I'm actually going to go for Jace. Because that's a lab man. That's another way to win by self-mill. I might actually end up in mono blue at this rate. Because currently, I have a grand total of seven white cards. One of which I'm probably cutting. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn other than in your first spell that turn. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Yeah, having a counter spell seems like it could be good. I'll take the Cell of the Wreckage, even though I'm probably not going to end up playing it. I mean, it's a way to get more surveilling to happen. You know, I'll take the Handwear Air Militia Captain. Thirst for Discovery lets me dig through my deck more. This seems like a good deck to have some counter spells in. I think the plan might be mono blue. And I try and make sure that my opening hand always has either Jace or Thassa's Oracle. Like either mono blue or blue with a splash of white. Which, I mean, there is a Monastery Mentor right here. Yeah, sure, since there's nothing else anywhere near my colors, I'll take the rocket-powered Goblin Glide. And then not play... Yeah, for these last few, I can just kind of take whatever, because there's nothing... There doesn't seem to be anything left in my colors. Or I guess really, at this point, color. Yeah, I can go almost mono blue. Yeah, I'll just throw in a little bit of white for some extra protection. And let's, I'll add in a little, like a few more islands. Especially since I've got a card that needs 3 blue pips. And let's see how pretty much entirely mono blue Stealth Milk. Alright. In one mulligan, I got a hand with a Thoracle in it. And now I've also got Jace, too. Get Ledger Shredder out. Oh, now they're gonna have their own Ledger Shredder. Chrome Host, no Seed Shark. Swing 1, and then pass. They bounce it. Island. Jace.
I'm up for a challenge.
Mill myself for 2. Draw 1. Pass the turn. Which really, draft is a better format for win via self-mill. Because you have fewer cards in your starting deck. Okay, now that's a creature spell. Can't really do a whole lot about that. Go on, cat. Yeah, sure, I'll let you hit Jace. That is A-okay. Like, as long as Jace gets to live. Yeah, you can play Geralf too. Right. Snapcaster Mage into Negate. Ledger Shredder got to connive twice. I have 5 devotion to blue. Mill myself 2 cards. Draw 1. Seed Shark. And I pass because Thoracle still doesn't have enough devotion. Which is, it's gonna be good to have multiple whole self-mill win cons. Because that means that if Jace dies, I can still, as long as I have the opportunity to play the Thoracle before I lose to deck out, I can still win.
Let's think this through.
Yeah, and at this point I'm also like, this is also a little bit of a Drago strategy. Because I've got all of this stuff that does shenanigans with Flash. Yeah, pay that twice. Phase out a couple of those. Block the one that's still phased in. Island. Mill 2 more cards. I now have 9 cards left in my deck. Play a crab. Play a thing in the ice. Devotion greater than the number of cards in my deck. And I win. But yeah, I didn't actually have to do all of that because I forgot to include the two Devotion to Blue from the Thassa's Oracle herself. So I think I would have been fine with just Thing in the Ice. But the deck works. Yeah, this is a fine hand because I've got a solid curve. I have either a Jace or a Thassa, or a Thassa's Oracle. And I have lands to support it up until turn 3. Island, pass. Plains. River Churn Monument, pass. I am going to take some damage here, but your police. If there's not really much I can do about it, at least until I can get other planes so I can settle the wreckage. Yeah, if I don't draw planes, I'm probably going to lose this one at this rate. Just the sheer number of creatures I already have on the field. And they've got Sigarda on top of... Just block the most damage I can. Because I do have to block here, because otherwise I lose immediately. And I did not get another plane, so that's gonna be a loss. Got a hand with a Thoracle in it, so is at least somewhat capable. Island pass.
Thanks a lot for watching. If you like what I'm making, blast that subscribe button.
Island. Picklock Prankster. Hair free the Fae. Milled just a bunch of lands. Now see, this opponent is moving at a pace that I can actually, work with. Ledger Shredder, pass. I'm gonna take the damage there. Thirst for Discovery. I'm actually going to go and discard 2 cards instead of the basic land because I need more mana. Especially I need to do something about that thing. It's just gonna keep growing otherwise. Dungeon Geist. Lock that down and then pass. Need to get... Currently I would need to get my deck down to 4 or less for Thoracle to do its thing. Alright, get to Connive because that's their second card. That's their second spell. Discard Geralf so that I can keep some removal. But now I've got a blocker that can actually survive blocking. even against their biggest creature that's not Champion of the Perished. So I'll Prankster, kill the champion. Oh, it sucks to have to discard that planes right now. It was either that or I discard the Wreckage or the Thoracle. Either one is bad. Although at least if I kept the planes and the Wreckage, then that would buy me some extra time to find Jace. Like, the thing that would have really made this deck extra good would have been if I had gotten some kind of reanimation in effect to let me just mill, get the Oracle in my graveyard, bring it back. Yeah, I'll just play an island, swing one in the air because I can, and then pass. It might be worth it to, after this game, add in like a couple more planes. And it's just to make it easier for me to actually make use of Settle the Wreckage. Yeah, I guess I should probably keep lands that aren't, you know, that second planes for the Sell the Wreckage in my hand, just to have extra fodder. And you know, I'm going to hold on to that so that I can flash it in on their turn, especially since they think, well, unless they make some very interesting attack decisions, yeah. Oh, actually, I think I might have been able to survive that if I'd focus on the math for a little bit longer. Since I'm pretty sure that creature did have a bounce effect on it. But it's too late now, so we'll just have to keep that in mind. And if that situation comes up again. And I think I'll take out one island, add in an extra planes, just to make it a little bit easier to actually utilize Sell the Wreckage. Well, this is... you know, a fairly balanced hand. It doesn't have either of my win cons in it, so... Mulligan, I immediately get the Oracle. I think I'll put Snappy on the bottom. Plains, pass. Island, pass. Go ahead and kill Kithion while I can. Island, pass, because I don't have anything other than the Thoracle to play. Yeah, they hit me for 1 damage. That could have been 2 if they had played a Catilda and Lier sooner. You know, throw the Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, or for a blocker. And go ahead and try and kill the Lieutenant. Dungeon guys lock down their biggest creature. And now we wait while they think real hard about the 2 cards in their hand. Okay, yeah, that's quite a good move. When I have a grand total of 1 creature. But then they didn't attack because I guess they don't want to lose the mentor. Even though they would gain the ability to attack with Catilda and Lier. But I mean, I can kind of see why they didn't, because like, yeah, they're getting most of the value that they want out of Catilda and Lier just by having it on the field, rather than having to worry about actually attacking with it for the 3 damage. Go ahead and flash in the Amalgam so that I have mana available. Other things while still having it out on the field. Yeah, I could have saved myself in that previous game because this lets me not just surveil but also return a non-land permanent, which means I could target their Journey to Nowhere. Could also hit their intrepid adversary. Yeah, with that +2/+2. Alright, so flash in Dream Eater. Send that back to their hand. And I survived, so yeah, I probably lose here because I'll play the adversary again. Yeah, and they don't even really need it. Even if I'd played the crab, there was no way I was blocking enough. But hey, at least I got to do the thing once. So now I'm gonna unlock the Mastery Pass pretty much entirely just for the draft token.
Hey, it's Hot Dad here. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like what I'm making, blast that subscribe button, smash the share, slam those social media links,
And at least I get hit a bunch of packs to
I love you. Have a great day.
Have a great night.
Have a great life.
like get wild cards from. Go ahead and open all of these. I've got more than enough gold to make sure that I can draft again and next time. Oh, that was only It's only 56 minutes. I didn't even really plan anything else. And I'm not doing the cube draft again. So I'm gonna be right back. And I'll pull up the filler wheel when I get back. But, you know, if you're not sticking around for something that isn't Magic, or you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Next stream is planned for next stream of Magic is planned for next week, with the final edition of the Planar Cube draft. Next stream in general is planned for tomorrow with, I'm not really sure what, not just yet.